I'm not going to lie to you, I am not doing okay. When unemployment cut off my payments, so it probably means no Usher and Chris Brown, I've never, to my memory, worked on my birthday. Over the next 2 years, my school that I'll be working at will pay the $20,000.
Seattle, I guess, never even loaded my bag, which is weird because I got to the airport at like 9:30 a.m.
So by the way, welcome to my channel. I have been gone for almost a year, but a lot has definitely happened between the day that I'm recording this and the last video that I've uploaded. I did do a video last week. That was kind of the teaser of I am back. My name is 𝗧𝗏𝗥𝗲𝗸. Hey girl, hey. In this vlog this week, I need to slow down because I'm not going to lie to you. I am not doing okay. I will say this, I have hope. I have my faith. I just actually came back from church. You like my vest? And so one of the things that I'm proud of in this moment is that I do have hope and I have my faith. I have not been hopeless. So what has transpired over the last 10 or so months is I definitely lost my job. I definitely had to start paying rent here in this apartment and my mortgage for the home that I own. And this has taken me out, or it's trying to. I don't know how many rounds are there in boxing? Is it 7 or 9 or whatever, 12, whatever. We're not at the end. There are a couple of rounds that I've been in with this thing called life in the past 10 or so months, and life is definitely winning. My financial anxiety is through the roof. But this is what's coming up on this vlog in this week. Because remember, I'm pushing through. It's my birthday tomorrow. I'm going to Indianapolis, so we are gonna travel together. One of my good friends is getting married. Also, what we're gonna do this week, you and I, we're gonna write thank you cards. I got a scholarship, a school scholarship from church. And of course, I need to say thank you to the people who awarded me money to pay for grad school. I'm gonna explain to you how grad school is pretty much paid for. I got into grad school at the University of Washington. So again, I'm stressing. I actually slept better during the school year than I am right now. And this morning when I woke up, I said, okay, last week, my financial anxiety won. It won the week. This week, going into my birthday and traveling for my friend's wedding, anxiety, you don't get to win. And I know the unemployment pausing last week didn't help, but also I didn't work out at all this past week. So this week, one of my goals is, today I got up and I ran 12 minutes because I knew I would get a mile out of that. So I want to run a mile every day. And I also was thinking, I don't want to be the person who says, man, I haven't ran in 5 years. I want to be able to know that I can run if I need to. Lying, run away from somebody trying to attack me, whatever. I just want to know that your girl, I can run. So I've been running. So that's the goal, is to run. Over time, you will get all of the details on why I left radio and even why I'm in this financial bind. Like, I know I touched on it a little bit, but there's so much more detail. How my friend put me in this situation. Like, there's just so much. And I don't want to have a 3-hour video. And I want to have fun in my videos too. I don't want it all to be like, oh, woe is me. Oh, I'm Eeyore. I don't want to do that. So let's talk about grad school and how I got into the University of Washington. I am going to be getting a master's in teaching. I'm so excited. It is going to be a lot. I also got hired to teach 2nd grade as a full-time teacher. I just got to make it through this summer. Girl, again, was let go from my job in September of 2025. And in that span of time, I found out, actually it was about end of December, January, I found out that Washington State has what they call worker retraining funds. And they have this program where you can go back to school and they'll pay for it. What I did is I looked that program up and I was looking at, some of the things, and I saw like be a dental assistant, no, a legal aid, no, or paralegal, whatever it's called. Nursing was in there, no, I'm not gonna do that. But I did see early childhood education and I was like, that I can do. Not only am I already doing stuff in education under the UNCF umbrella, I'm adjacent to education. My mom retired as a special ed director. My dad was a teacher at one point. And my grandmother literally has an elementary school they named after her. So education has already always been around me. I've been in it. So I'm like, I could totally do that and love it. It may be completely different from radio, but in some ways, I don't think so. Shout out to my former co-host, Ryan, who said this to me. He said, yo, teaching is so perfect for you because on radio, you had a stage, you love being on a stage. And now as a teacher, you're basically on a stage because I'm in front of these kids teaching and talking. So I was like, yep, I love the way that you're thinking about this. So anyway, I entered that program. Boom, I got the funds. I did my first quarter, winter corner at Renton Technical College, winter quarter. And 4.0 student, went through it like a breeze. I ended up getting the second quarter paid for as well. I end up going to this diversity fair for teachers, where it's all of these independent schools and private schools. They're looking for teachers. This was February. So glad I went. This is the best thing I did for me in this season, in these past 10 months of my life. So I went and I met a lot of schools. And the one that I accepted, they have what they call an equity fellowship, which means that if you get into their equity fellowship program, they will pay for up to a certain amount your master's. Long story short, I end up getting both. So I get hired at the school as an associate teacher and I get the equity fellowship spot. So that means the amount that UW is about 30 something, it might be 28 or whatever. Over the next 2 years, my school that I'll be working at will pay the $20,000, which means there's about $7,000 to $9,000 that I do have to come up with to close the gap. 𝗓𝗄 Robinson is not paying 1 cent for school. I'm like, all right, cool. The scholarship at my church ends up opening up and I'm like, I'm gonna apply for the scholarship and that would be helpful to close the gap if I get it. I ended up getting $6,000. Let me do the math. 1,000, 1,000, 3,000, 3, 4, 5, 6. $6,000 from First AME Church, First African Methodist Episcopal Church here in Seattle, Washington, the longest Black church here standing, okay? Born and raised in this church. $6,000. So I got 3 scholarships. So I have 3 thank you letters that I need to write. This is why my hope, my faith, even in this time of like my life, is still strong and intact. And I'm so lucky to have this. I am lucky that I still get up in the morning and I'm still like, you know what? At the end of the day, at this big age, everything that I've been through, and I've had a pretty good life, but every hurdle, every hump, every heartache, it worked out. Everything works out for my good. Everything works out for me. And so my cousin reminded me, shout out to Rakia, hey girl. She said, yo, like a few years ago, you literally said that you wanted to go back to school, but if God wants you to go back to school, he gonna have to pay for it. When I got let go, I didn't know that I was gonna be a teacher. I did not know that I was gonna go back to school. I just started walking through the free doors that were available to me because I was on unemployment here in the state of Washington. Everything always works out for me. So even in the midst of my tears, which I am allowed to have, I know that the hope is not lost, okay? So now I want to thank these 3 scholarship, committees, do we call them that? Groups, people who gave me the scholarship. And so I'm gonna write the thank you cards. I don't know about you, but I always have to type out what I'm gonna say first, because your girl ain't the best speller, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. So what I'm gonna say, what I'm gonna type, I want to say something like, thank you so much for changing the trajectory of my life. Life has been a little rocky for me lately, and I appreciate for me lately. So please know you have thrown me a life vest. So emotional. Love it. You have thrown me a life vest. Writing makes my hand hurt. So today is literally my birthday. I'm 43 today. Shout out to my 1983 babies. We was born in the 1900s and we grown and looking good. Today is definitely going to be low key just because of my financial situation. Plus I'm going to my friend's wedding. I leave on Wednesday, which will be July 1st, to go to Indianapolis, and I'll get to see a lot of my friends that I haven't seen for a very long time. So that's kind of the birthday celebration as well, even though I know I cannot afford this. This is the last one though, okay? The last really trip. So it probably means no Usher and Chris Brown. It also probably means I'm not going to Howard Homecoming, which is my 20-year reunion. It's a very low-key birthday, a weird birthday. I feel weird, not in the sense of like, oh my God, I'm 43. No, just in the sense of like, I'm used to doing things for my birthday. I blame it on my parents because they did spoil me when I was younger. I always had a birthday party, always. Like, my parents definitely made me feel special. I was the only girl, so I was definitely spoiled. So I'm blaming my parents for me feeling like my birthdays always have to be spectacular. I don't feel it, I guess, whatever 43 is supposed to feel like. Oh, we're not gonna talk about this. I'm laying my edges down, okay? I need to wash my hair, and the hair is dirty, but the edges is gonna be laid, okay? I got 2 cards from my mom. I swear, nobody loves me more than me besides my mom. Listen, shout out to my dad too, but you know, moms just be showing up in a different way. I'm literally going to work on my birthday. I've never, to my memory, worked on my birthday, ever. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what it's like, what people be doing on their birthdays. Sometimes they be working, I guess, so we gonna try that on today. Let's read one of my mom's cards. For our daughter, we wish you a happy birthday. And she sent me monies. My mom always says that. That's just us cheering you on in the plans and dreams you already have for yourself. Just us saying that everything you need to make it amazing is everything that's already inside of you. Oh, happy birthday with all our love, Mom and Dad. I have been up since 3 a.m. packing. I'm not gonna lie to you, I did not sleep well. So we gonna sleep on this plane. Why do I wait until the last minute? Are you like that? I need to, hold on. Okay, that's better. Because I know I look so tired. I know the bags under the eyes is crazy. As you see, I did twist my hair. So I did wash my hair. I washed my hair Tuesday morning, twisted it, and then went to work. So I'm not gonna take these out until tomorrow. The curls are gonna be fresh. Here are some of the ways that I'm saving money for this trip to Indianapolis. First of all, I think I've said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. I cannot afford this trip. But what I did when unemployment cut off my payments, because I was waiting on that money, some of that money was for this trip, I said, okay, let me just execute what I was gonna already do in September. I consolidated my credit card debt that I've accumulated over this time of being on unemployment. And I'm just gonna consolidate it in a personal loan, and I'm gonna keep about $2,000 for me to go on this trip. And then also, like, I'm not spending $2,000 on this trip, trust me, okay? But then to also make it through the rest of the summer, because I know in fighting this unemployment decision, it's gonna take a while. And I needed some cash. And yes, I'm working, and yes, I still have checks coming from being a substitute teacher. I'll have a check coming doing the summer camp that I'm doing, but I just needed what I felt like I would have gotten with unemployment. With that said, there are some ways that I'm going to save money. One of the ways is I'm not gonna check a bag, so I'm gonna do a carry-on bag. And I bought these plastic vacuum sealed bags because I have a carry-on. I don't think I've ever traveled with just a carry-on bag. Usually I be having my big old suitcase and then maybe a carry-on, or maybe my big old suitcase and a backpack. But to save money, that's what we're doing. So this is pretty simple. I just tried one before I got on camera. But as you see, there is stuff here that obviously I need to put in my suitcase. Honestly, it's not a lot of stuff. So I do feel like I probably could have gotten away with getting all of this stuff in the carry-on. But since I already bought the vacuum sealed bags, we're gonna use the vacuum sealed bags. I wanted to show you how this works. So I needed 5 outfits I land and we're kicking it Thursday, Friday, pool party Saturday, and then Sunday I have a full day, and then I come back on Monday. I also asked my Airbnb host, there was a washer and dryer in the unit, and there is. So that's also gonna save me room. So I'm packing just one workout outfit. And remember, my goal is to run every day this week. I will say this morning, Wednesday morning, I did not run because I woke up. And the only reason why I woke up is because I had to go to the bathroom. And so then I went to the bathroom and then I couldn't go back to sleep because my brain was like, you're not gonna have enough time. If you don't get up now, you're not gonna have enough time to pack. You're not gonna have enough time. The package, okay. So this is enough in the package. And then I'm supposed to like zip it. Okay, and then I take this and I'm supposed to unscrew this thing. Oops, oh. And then you screw it, and then I just start pumping. Okay, let me just say I am happy that I am doing, I guess I couldn't have fit. This is already looking full to me, so now I'm getting nervous. So yeah, so this is what it looks like right now.
It didn't work. Traveling to Indianapolis has been a journey, and now I have a funny story. Not only, like these are sliding down, I feel like this is my first time using the little eye patches. I'm using them because I am tired. Yesterday, I got up about 2:33 a.m. So I got up, started packing. I tried to save money with the packing bags, and I thought that I was gonna not check a bag. But as I said, I was getting kind of nervous because it didn't look like everything was gonna fit into my carry-on, and it didn't. So as you see, I had to bust out my big suitcase. So whatever, the packing cubes actually helped for the big bag, so everything fit in there, it was fine. Raise your hand if every time you travel, you forget something. Girl, I forgot my toothbrush. I forgot the cable connects to my computer so I can download the videos that I'm recording, so I forgot that. Thank God for cell phone. I ended up checking a bag, whatever, it's $35 on Southwest. I get to Indianapolis and I am standing at the carousel, as usual. Long story short, my bag never came. So immediately I'm like, okay. I go to the Southwest counter. Luckily, they knew where it was, so it wasn't a situation of where they just lost it completely, because I was going to freak out. Because I'm here for a wedding, my dress is in there, everything, obviously everything's in there, toiletries, everything, right? Seattle, I guess, never even loaded my bag, which is weird because I got to the airport at like 9:30 a.m. My flight didn't leave till 11:30. So I was there in enough time. So I don't understand how they just didn't put it on the flight. So it never was even on the flight that I was on. They ended up having to put it on a different flight for it to get to Indianapolis, and then it got delivered to me, thank God. So it worked out. I did get my bag. I didn't sleep that well because I was waiting not only for my Walmart delivery, but then also my bag. Shout out to my bestie, Lori. She took me to CVS when she picked me up from the airport so I can get a couple of things so I could wash my face and brush my teeth. I'm going to get ready to go to the first event. I'm really excited because my girl Adrienne is like me. Everything is organized. When I tell you, this wedding is so dope. And when I talked to her, she said she did it this way because she has a lot of friends coming in from out of town. She's from Indianapolis, but she went to Hampton. She's also an AKA. She also does a lot in the community. So she knows people in all over the world, all over the states. And so I'm coming from the West Coast, people coming from everywhere. And she said, because you guys are coming from such a long way, I want it to be worth it. I don't want it to just be the wedding. So tonight we have a dinner and a game party with a lot of people that I probably don't even know. She said I will know a few people here. Friday is the wedding, and then Saturday we have a pool party and barbecue. And then I will kick it with Lori on Sunday and hopefully see some other friends out here in Indianapolis. I'm gonna finish getting ready. I'm excited to be in Indianapolis. I'm so excited.
Oh, hey girl, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not run. Today is Saturday. I haven't ran since Tuesday, but I've been having a time in Indianapolis. Right now, I'm going to end this video right after I show you what the Airbnb looks like. But I promise, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna walk down the stairs in this Airbnb so I can walk up the stairs and show you what it looks like. It's gonna be kind of dark. Let me turn on the light. But I will tell you, coming up in the next video, we will go into more detail about the unemployment, because I still need to write the unemployment offices, whatever, to let them know that you guys stopped my unemployment payments for reasons I do not agree with. And so I'm going to fight that claim. Also, coming up in the next video, I saw a few of my friends that I used to kick it with when I was in Indianapolis, when I lived here doing radio. And so I have some of those conversations with them coming up. So I'm excited to show you those and more of this fabulous wedding. This is so Adrian. It is, to know my friend Adrian is to know this is exactly the wedding that she wanted. It was such a fairy tale. So I will show you some of the video that I got, but I did have a good time. So I didn't really get a lot of video, but I'm going to show you the video that I did get. Her dress was gorgeous. The whole ceremony was gorgeous. And then we definitely had a party. On my knees, it's a little like, ooh, pretty good. Remember, we're 43. We're 43, okay? All right, so let me show you the Airbnb. So this is the front door. And then I left my suitcase down here because I was not going to walk them up these stairs. Now, the Airbnb owner did ask that we do not wear shoes in the house. So shoes are down there, stairs. This is a very cute Airbnb. I do like the owner. They're very responsive. And yeah, so you come up the stairs. I took a right. And then here would be the living room. Okay. The kitchen. Now listen, this lighting in here, I have enjoyed doing videos and content in here because this lighting is amazing. Kitchen. Show you the fridge. So I did buy a few things so I can have like literally a few things. Protein shakes. So I could have something on my stomach in the morning. That because I didn't want to, you know, DoorDash it or whatever. Because, you know, girls on a budget. All right, say hi to my tripod. Bathroom. The bathroom is cute. Standard bathroom. All my girly stuff there. Shower. The shower is cute, right? Big enough for me to take a shower. And then again, the stairs, and then we are back where we started, which is the bedroom. And remember, I like this little chair with the pillow. Remember, I asked for a washer and dryer. Boom, I'm drying some clothes right now. And then here is the closet. I wish I had this closet. I don't even have this closet in my actual home that I own, but definitely not in my apartment. And here was the dress I wore to the wedding. So cute. I am out. I'm headed to this pool party. I will see you in the next video.